I'm Rollercoaster Sam, welcome back to the vlog where I'm at Phantasialand for their final weekend of this season, the 2025-2026 season. I've just got here, there's 5 minutes till the ride's open, and if you watch my other vlogs, I've always come in the other entrance, but today I wanted to come in the front so I can get on f.l.y straight away, and then I can go to Taron because that has a single rider queue. Let's see what's new for this year. Like I say, I come every year. Let's get straight into Rukba and see how f.l.y is riding this year. It's going to be a busy one, I think. It's not sold out. There's always amazing vibes here. And here we go. Strain's going straight into Rukba. A lot of people walking out. We'll see what's going on, I suppose. Ride's open in 2 minutes. So I've got a minute till it opens now. The queue doesn't look too bad down here actually. Probably about 40 minutes. But yeah, Taron has always been really, I say Taron, what? Yeah, no, I've always struggled to get to Taron. That's super busy in the morning. And I always end up at like Black Mamba or something, which I do love. But f.l.y isn't actually one of my favourites here. It's amazing to walk around like I am now and look at it and get some shots. But yeah, not the most amazing to ride in my opinion. So it'll be nice to hopefully get it done quicker than usual. And then get on my real favourites like Taron and all of that good stuff. We don't often see this. Met some people right at the front of the queue and got chatting to them, and they sort of just let me on with them. So yeah, I'm going to be one of the first riders of the day. Joined a little group. It's nice, I don't normally have that privilege. Wow, well, the lady I rode next to on there seemed like somewhat of a local legend, with all the f.l.y gear on, and all the staff knew her and were giving her high fives. And she told me to do the lottery because I was on my own and got put on the front row for first ever ride front row. And yeah, every time, you know, it's funny with roller coasters. A lot of the time you come and one day it's awesome, one day you're not so sure. It's a top 5, then it's a top 50, then it's a top 100, then it's a top 3 again. With f.l.y, every time I'd say the same. It's about 50th for me. Never changes, never gets better or worse. Although it was naturally slightly better thanks to being on the front row and the first ride of the day. It was really cool. See, you could properly see the track in front of you. I didn't think it'd make much of a difference, but it was well worth doing the front row if you get the chance. Anyway, let's go and see if we can find my baby Taron. Slight change in plan actually. I often like to go to Wintertraum Phantasialand after doing one of the big hitters in the morning, because that always gets to 60 minutes throughout the day. I've done this trip a fair few times now. But yeah, it's great to get one of the big hitters done. Sorry about the sun there, goodness, so early. Yeah, you'll see it's quite nice and quiet here at this time of day. So nice just to be back here though. One of the best theme parks anywhere out there in my opinion. And one of the very few ones still open at this time of year. Let's have a little wander around together, shall we? Here we go. Yeah, lovely little area this. This is all very nice for the Wintertraum event. Yeah, I don't remember seeing all that snowy bit in the past. It's cool. You've been to Wintertraum this year. What do you make of it? Is it something you'd come back to, or somewhere you know you're not as fussed about? I love making Christmas last for an extra month. Getting out here at the end of January. It's brilliant. Well, I just had a really fun ride on f.l.y. Really loved that ride. The queue's quite long, so I didn't do fourth as well, but f.l.y is the better one. Chilling out now on Tittle Tattle Tower, or Tree Tittle Tower, something. I always make a point to go on this. I've got like a routine now every time I come there. Phantasialand. It's worth coming on. It's walk on, and you get lovely views of the area. Unless you don't like heights. Oh, I can't beat it. Just love this place. Walking around, it's so colourful, vibrant. If you've never been here, you know it's good when you come back every year without fail. And I always like to do something new each time I'm here, so I don't, rush around on that too much. So I think the new thing this year is either going to be one of the shows, or the acrobatic one standing out to me at the moment at 4:30, or the earlier showing, or the Mouse Chocolate. I haven't done that dark ride, or the Fenjeng Palace dark ride. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try and fit at least 2 of those things in today. But yeah, let's go and get on another coaster. Really enjoy Wintertraum. Shame we can't have more indoor stuff like that back at home, or events like this, considering it's colder here at the moment than back at home. Oh, let's continue exploring. Having a great day here at Wintertraum already. It's only just gone past 12 and done 3 rides. Wintertraum, f.l.y, and Tickle Tackle Tibby Tabby Tree. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm sure that's what it's called. And lots of little stalls like this set up at Wintertraum. Some selling hot chocolate, hot drinks, snacks, sorts of things really. Oh, wearing my f.l.y top, by the way. Already spoke to 2 people about f.l.y today. And oh, you get little things like, I don't know what this one is. Oh, that's for the Mouse Chocolate ride that I want to get on. They get ice cream crumble. Look at this, reasonable prices. Alton Towers, take notice. Look at that, £2 1 scoop. But Alton Towers would be putting an extra 0 on that price. Okay, maybe not €20 for 1 scoop, but look at it as well. Oh my god. What? 45-minute wait for Black Mamba, let's go. What a ride, what a B&M invert. I actually prefer this to Nemesis Reborn, although Nemesis Reborn holds more sentimental value. And I do prefer the theming, I'd say, of Nemesis Reborn. That's just more personal preference. Well, an advertised queue of 45 minutes, and it's only been 15 minutes walking into the station. I'm not sure if I've ever got it on it at night, and I've tempted. I almost walked out the queue and thought I'd wait till night, but now that it's been a quick queue, I do it at night as well. Here we go, Black Crow, I should say, Black Mamba, Black Mamba back. Here we go. And another big part of Phantasialand is the fantastic food they have at a reasonable price. Oh yes. Gonna go and get myself some now before going to watch a show, the first show I've ever watched here. Black Mamba, a little rougher than usual. I think, if it was just based on that ride, I'd probably still take Nemesis Reborn at Alton Towers. So that's the thing with these things. It was a back row ride though, which was good. And the most impressive thing is that the queue only took 20 minutes. And it's advertised 65 currently. So it definitely feels less busy than last time I came, and I do believe last time I came it was sold out, and I did check tickets this morning and they were still available. So yeah, so far so good. It's only been 2 hour 20 minutes. Got on 3 of the big roller coasters and the little flat ride. I've got 1 hour 10 minutes till the show, so maybe I'll be able to do 1 more ride before the show, including a bite to eat. I do want to go and sit inside somewhere though. My feet, last time I remember this as well, my feet got really cold. It's happened again. They're not too bad yet though. Yeah, let's find somewhere nice to sit in and eat. As we get our first spot of Taron in the background of the day. Yeah, a little bit of a food vlog. Looks lovely. €12 for that and a drink. Oh my god, that show was absolutely incredible. I had no expectations really. There's another show that I sort of thought maybe I should have gone to watch instead. That's been, I think, a new one. But god, that would take some topping. The only reason I was sort of thinking about the other show is this one said it was more aimed at younger ones. but it was actually about half of it was quite a dark theme, I'd say, sort of like sort of like monstery or a bit twisted, but very tame in that way. But like dark, clowny sort of stuff. But yeah, where to begin? There was so much different things going on. We had break dancing at one point. We had trampolining that I tried to capture a bit. You couldn't take any filming, just photos. And some awesome singing, amazing singing from The Greatest Showman in the end, one of my favourite films and soundtracks. And just so much going on. Yeah, there's some really funny bits and a lot of, pretty much all of it in English. These two guys that I'll be putting photos in there as I'm speaking of this. These two guys that are doing like these really strong strength sort of dance poses, but also having jokes and messing around with each other in between it. Yeah, I think the trampolining was the highlight. The guy literally was touching the ceiling of the auditorium by the end of it. How high they were going, and just some really amazing choreography in it. Yeah, don't miss that if you come in. Wow, I'm so glad I didn't. I'm going to be watching that every time now that I come. I did not expect to be saying that, but it was, yeah, absolutely brilliant. All literally like highest end quality you can get, apart from maybe the singing, you know, if I'm being critical. But some of the singing was fantastic. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Quite emotional actually at the end. It was really, yeah, really just well done. Oh man, I keep threatening to do this. I haven't heard the best things. I think it's a Vekoma Madhouse. So let's actually get on it. Why not? And I know I've done Taron. It's coming next. I think it's got to come next. I want to do it at least 2 or 3 times. I did check the queue earlier before going in the show, and it was yeah, pretty long. So we'll go and check it out next though. It's got a very long queue going out the doors. Now I got out. I think that's probably because it's advertised as 10 minutes still. Yeah, it's quite good actually. I thought it was it's a bit of a laugh. Very similar to Hex, obviously, another Vekoma Madhouse. Just got a little clip of the setup inside of the main feature part of the ride. The room spins. Yeah, it looks like basically there's a battle for this dad figure says you're getting married today to his daughter, and then there's a good guy and a bad guy sort of fighting for her, and the good guy sort of strikes him 4 times and somehow gets the power of 4 gods to illuminate around the room. It's all very strange, but it's what I got. In Chinese culture, it's always a bit strange, isn't it? But then the bad guy takes her away, but then the good guy wins in the final battle in the vault room where we're in. That's what I'm saying happened anyway. Remind me a bit of Silent Hill F that I played recently. It was all to do with marriage and that in the end, and the cultures out there. Anyway, I'm going to try and do Rake Single Rider, because I'm right next to it. See how long that is. And then, like I said, I will go to Taron. Got to get my first ride of the day on there. Yeah, Rake had a pretty long single rider queue, and I've done it before. I'm not that fussed by those Vekoma family boomerangs. So yeah, on to Taron. The question is single rider or normal queue? Or fast pass. Fast pass is €12. Single rider, and then main queue. Probably main queue. First impressions, and I could be wrong, it doesn't look too bad at all. I could be completely wrong. I find sometimes when they advertise something as 90 minutes, it's been on that for a while, that's a good time to go in the queue, because normally it just puts people off. I could still be absolutely wrong. The time now is 3:40, and I do want to get on the Rio Bravo, so I do that as like an every year thing. The log flume here, because it's awesome. Despite getting a bit wet, it's just so good. And that closes at 5:30, so yeah, 3:40 now. To be honest, it doesn't look too bad at all. I take it back, there's a lot of extended queue that I didn't realise about. I still reckon it's about 90 minutes, but I did look at the single queue before off camera, and from my experience that's less than an hour where it was. So that's what I'm going to go for. Wish me luck. Yeah, definitely looking like the right call, even shorter than I thought it was. Literally, this is it. Surprised if it's longer than 30 minutes, however, I did see them just send a train with an empty seat, so Only been 15 minutes in the single rider queue and I'm almost on. Let's go. Well, I've just had my ride on Taron there. I love that first launch when you come out of the station and it's like people watching you. It's like you're in a... But I actually went to the Roman Colosseum recently where you walk in through the Colosseum as the gladiators would have, and it reminds me of that. Like people watching you before you get sent out into the main battle, so to speak. But yeah, brilliant ride. I've done a separate video talking about comparing this to Falcon's Flight, putting a bit of footage again of me, my first reactions from Falcon's Flight. And well, long story short, that video will already be out. Falcon's Flight beats it, to be honest. And it makes me quite annoyed because I'm gonna have to go back to Six Flags Rio at some point, I think. Probably not until there's a bit more investment. I mean, obviously there's been a crazy amount of investment, but it is, you know, a third of the way around the world, halfway around the world, almost. Not quite the other side of the world, but yeah, oh god, it puts it into perspective how special Falcon's Flight is. Anyway, might go for the log flume now. Queue time was only like 25 minutes as well. Brilliant. Here we go then, my yearly adventure on Rio Bravo. Special day for me as well. This is my third anniversary of living in the real world. After being brought up and raised in the cult. I never go and do it on the channel, but yeah, it's long story. But yeah, left 3 years ago and on to Rio Bravo to celebrate, I suppose. Just had a beer, perked me up a bit. Closes in 10 minutes. Yes, the queue line's still open. I was worried it might close early, but yeah, this is a tradition I have to keep up. Here we go. Oh, for another 12 months. Do love this ride, absolutely love it. Excuse me, thank you. Oh, that was a wet, rough ride on Rio Bravo. Wetter than last year. I was on a train and a car, they put all 5 of us in. 5 people, so we got wetter. Oh, I'm soaked. My feet are cold. And it's like 0 degrees. But I done it. It was a great ride. I loved it. We're all having a dance to that, but oh, I need warming up on Taron with the flame, with the heaters. Here we go then, 40-minute advertised queue time. A mystery castle, love this ride. The queue, if the queue's not coming out the door, it shouldn't be 40 minutes like advertised. Fingers crossed. I just had a ride there on Mystery Castle here at Phantasialand. A multiple car sort of shot and drop tower. It was actually really forceful on the way down. It sort of pushed you downwards. It was a really forceful drop. The operation, I don't know what's going on with the operations, but our cycle seemed to go fine, but the queue line went really slowly. It's not quite sure what that was about. Yeah, it took 50 minutes in total, so longer than I'd have liked really. But it's always worth it. I love that ride. Just wish the cycle was a bit longer. Because if it was a bit longer, yeah, it'd be really brilliant. Anyway, it's 6:20 or so. Let's get another ride on Taron soon, I think. Here we are, and here's some of the beautiful lights. Now it's got a night time and Phantasialand. Oh, this is the first part I saw last year. Came out of there, had a meal there. Beautiful. Don't know if the dragons were here. I think they were. Quick stop off on the Funny Ghost train, as it's always walk on. This is always worth getting on. If you've never come here before, take a few minutes out to do this, and I can warm up a bit as well. It's freezing. Here we go on for a night ride on Taron, the Husbin. This is going to be good. Never done it at night, I don't think. It normally closes early, so a show can start.
Lebuka, Ultramarino, Luca, Shango, 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 Shango.
Blimey, there's nothing quite like Talek, and that thing is absolutely wild. That is so much, even more intense than Toxicator or Alton Towers. How, I don't know. But yeah, that is really on the limit for me. You know, that's enough. Well, I would go on it again, but in terms of the cycle, that is long enough. When Alton Towers, Toxicator, I'm pretty fine. God, that was madness. Got some footage, hopefully you enjoyed. What do you think of Talican if you've been on it here before? I think riding it at night really made it for me. It's looking like our last ride of the day is going to be Taron then. It's 7:20. Got plenty of time to head in and get into the queue before, well, hopefully catching some of the nighttime spectacular, but just depends what the single rider queue's like. Wow, spectacular night ride on Taron as ever. Whoa, that was brilliant. What a great way to finish off the day. Unfortunately not going to get to see the fireworks and that. But I've had another brilliant day at Phantasialand for Wintertraum. It just goes so quickly. I can't believe it's been 11 AM to 8 PM. Like, I would believe you if you told me it's only just gone 5 PM. It's really gone very quickly. But let's get outside and wrap up. Well, out the park now, waiting for my bus home. I say home, back to Cologne to explore the city this evening. And thank you very much for watching, if you're still watching. It was an awesome day at Phantasialand. Again, let me know what your thoughts are on Wintertraum, if you've been recently or have ever been in the past. But yeah, that'll do for now. Pretty tired as you can tell. I'll see you again very soon. Cheers guys, bye.